Today, let's learn about the union transformation. Okay. So what is union transformation? Combining the data from multiple sets which are having the same structure. Okay. This is what the union transformation is about. So what you can do in the union transformation, what it will do basically?
We combine the data.
Yeah, Samantha, you're saying something?
It will merge the data, sir.
Okay. So, for example, how it will work is you have set 1, okay, set 2, and now here you have columns A, okay, B, C. Okay, here you have columns D, E, F. Okay, and then here you have columns, okay, G, H, I. Will it combine the data from all these 3 sets?
Yeah.
Because all are having the same number of columns. Okay. So
yeah.
The structure should be same for all the sets. Then it will combine the data for all those data sets. Okay. So here now for combining the data from multiple sets, what we need different sources which will provide the same data for us. Right?
Yeah.
So if you remember earlier, we have generated department files, right? For each and every department, we have generated the files. If you go to target files inside the training, you will see here human resources, okay, information services, marketing, production control, production. So all of these are having the same structure, right?
Yeah.
Here the data is separated for each department, and this file is having the data for only that department, human resources. Okay, and the structure is same, right?
Yeah.
So now let's go ahead, okay, and try to read the data from all these 4 Excel sheets. Okay. Oh, let's remove this. Okay. It is having the same structure, right? It is having columns from A to L, right?
Yeah.
Human resources. And what is the other one we want to use? Information services. Okay. Information services also. Let's save it. It is also having columns till L. Okay. And what is the other one? Let's talk about production control. Okay. On this one, let's go to marketing. Okay. Marketing. Okay. Let's save this. Okay. Now, what are the 3 files we want to consume here? Marketing, information services, human resources. So where these files needs to be there? It should be there in source files. Okay. Because now it is there in target files, right? So we'll be reading it from source files. Okay. So now let me directly copy paste it in the source files. Okay, now you got it. Okay, let me order it by using date modified. So you got 3 files here inside the source files folder. Clear till here? So now we want to read the data from department files, different department files. Our requirement is, okay, our requirement is read the data from different department files and store it in employee file. Okay, let's try to read the data from all these departments. And in this department, for marketing department, you are having employee details. In the same way, for information services also, you have employee details of that particular department. Okay, for human resources also, you have employee details of human resources department.
Department.
Right? So all of these are having employee details. So let's try to combine the data. So if you want to combine the data manually, what you will do? For example, you will open this human resources. Okay. And then you will copy paste all of this data into one particular file. Right? So what you will do normally, manually, what you will do? You will open one Excel sheet. Okay. You will open one Excel sheet. Okay. I'm opening one new Excel sheet. First, you will give the column names, right? First, you will give the column names, and then you will copy paste the data from marketing. Okay. One is marketing. Okay. One is marketing, and another one is
Information services.
information services. Here, human resources is open. Will you copy paste the structure again? No, you will just
No.
copy paste the data. And again, you will open one more file. What is it? Information services. Okay. And then from here, we will copy the data and then paste it here. This is how you will union the data, right?
Yeah.
So in the same way, let's do it in Informatica, how to combine the data from multiple sets. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not saving this new file because that is not required for us. I'm closing other files. Okay. Now, if you see, you have this structure. Do we have this structure defined for any of the tools? Do we have the structure defined as a source for us in our Informatica as of now?
Yeah.
Okay. So now let's go ahead and create a new mapping. Go to mappings, create. Now tell me the name, what name I need to give?
Source file.
File department. Okay. File department to department files, right? File department to target file employee. And we are using union transformation. Okay. Now what we need to do?
Yeah. First, we take the source.
Okay. Where do I need to go?
In the source column. Source analyzer from the sources.
From here, go to
Flat
sources. You have flat file. You
We
have
drag
this
employees.
employees. In this employee, you have the structure of that particular file.
Yeah.
You need the structure, right? So here, if you see, you have first name, last name, middle name, title, hire date, everything is there. Here also you can say first name, last name, middle name, title, hire date, birth date, okay? Email address, phone, marital status, gender, department name, salary, everything is there here, okay?
Yeah.
You have that structure. So you imported that structure already as part of one of the mapping creation, okay? Now you're trying to read the data from that particular source. So here you will be linking it to all these files, right? Now you have one source here, right? So it can point to how many files?
One.
It can point to only one file. So, but we want to read from
3 files.
3 files. So what we need to do? We need to drag and drop it 3 times.
3.
Because one source can point to only one file. Okay. Now I have this, it will be pointed to second source. Okay. Now what I have to do? One more I need. So now it will point to third source. Okay.
Yeah.
All of these are having same structure, right?
Yeah.
So now here, if you come here, now see to which one it has to point to. Let's change the naming so that we can easily understand to which department file it is pointed. Okay.
Yeah.
So which one? Let's give marketing. Okay. One file is marketing. Apply. Okay. Okay. And the next one is
Human resources.
human resources. So let's give _HR. Okay. Then apply. Press OK. And now what you have to do? Now to go here. And what is the third file that we are reading?
Information services.
Information services. So any doubts so far?
No.
No doubts, right? You guys are clear? Samatha, you are clear?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Now, what we need a target, right? Target is a file for us. So do we have that structure in any of the file?
Yeah.
Which is the target which is having that structure?
Target department.
Target department. So for example, if you're dragging it here, okay, what is their target department? Change columns. You have full name here, but we don't want full name, right? Yeah, file name, sorry, you have file name here, so let's not use that. Do we have any other target which is having, okay, here we have flat file employees, okay, flat file employees is there, so it is having, again it is not having that salary, right? It is not having salary. So what is the other one? We have employee, full name, employee. This is again your table. This is department table, okay? And we don't have any, this is department change. Here we have file name, okay? So now we don't have with the exact structure. What we have to do? We can generate one target out of it. So do we need to create 3 targets?
No, one.
One. Why one? Why not 3?
We are performing union operation.
Okay, so we want to load the data from these 3 sets into a file, not into 3 different departments again. Okay, not into 3 different files. So can I create it from here or here or here?
It's up to us.
Yes, anything can be done because everything is having same structure only. Okay, now I'm creating the target. If you go to the target analyzer, okay, target designer, here you can see what is the name of the target here, SQ underscore employees. Okay, where it is there? Here it is. Okay, now drag and drop it, open it. Automatically to which database it is pointed to?
Correct.
Oracle. What we need to change here?
Flat file.
We have to change it to flat file. Okay, and what should be the name? Target.
Target file union.
Yes, union employee department union file. Let's give like this. Okay. Press OK. Okay. Now you can go and check the columns. Okay, all columns you have and properties, and these are date, timestamp, and everything. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Apply.
Yeah.
Okay. Now go to here, keywords, it is delimited. If you go to advanced, it will say like comma delimiter. Let's give pipe delimited. Okay. Pipe, we call this as a pipe. I have mentioned earlier, right? So instead of giving comma in between the columns, I'm giving this pipe. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Apply and then okay. Now if you come here, now change your name of your target. Okay. Target. Let me just cancel it here once. Okay. Here we have changed the name right in the target designer. It is changed. Come here and it is changed to flat file. Okay. Now it is changed to, you can see here, it is changed to flat file, right?
Yeah.
This we need to change the name here. What is the name? Let's use the same name, target department file union. Okay. Now apply, press OK. Now can I directly connect the data from here to this?
No.
You can't do it because you can connect only from one of the source. At that time, what will happen? Only one file data will be loaded into this target, right?
Yeah.
What I need to do now? I have the data from 3 different sources. I have the target to be loaded. What is the next step for us? We have to combine the data from all these 3. Here, you have to combine the data from all these 3 sources. So for that, what you need to do? You have to use union transformation. Okay. Now you are coming here. Union transformation is here. Now what you have to do? You have to drag and drop. Okay. You have to select all the columns. How you can select? Click on any of the column, right click on it, select all. You can do that, or you can click on shift and then select everything. Now I'm dragging and dropping here. Okay. New group is created, right? Okay. This is one. Okay. This is the first one. Now double click on it. Okay. Groups. It is the new group. For this one, let's give the naming. Okay. So we can understand which group it is. So which group it is? Which data we have in this?
Marketing.
Marketing. So let's give the meaningful name, marketing. Okay. So that we can understand this data is related to marketing. Okay. Now let's drag and drop the data from HR. Okay. Another group is created. Now go here, go to groups. Okay. It should be there. Group codes. Okay. Just a minute. Okay. This is input group name. Okay. Output is there. One more marketing is there. Okay. What is the other group? This is output is there. Okay. Let me just remove it. It is going into output only. Let me remove this union transformation. Let me add it again. Okay. Let's come here. This is the output. Okay. Drag and drop. This is into the new group. Okay. The first one. You got the output. Groups. Add a new group. Okay. First one is marketing. Second one is HR. Third one is IS. Okay. Let's see how many groups it is creating. Marketing, HR, and then what you have? IS. So let's connect it properly. Now these are not connected properly. This is marketing data, right? So let's go to market. What we are doing, we are creating the groups and then we are connecting them. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's connect to marketing. Okay. Now go to HR. Just move it ahead somehow. Okay. This is HR. Now select everything. Now what you have to do? You have to connect to HR. What is happening here? Let me. Okay. Now it is connected. Let me just minimize it. Now you will be clear. It is pointed to marketing, right? Marketing is pointed to marketing. Okay. HR is pointed to HR. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's go and connect IS. Select all. Now connect it to IS. Okay. Now everything is pointed properly. IS is pointed to IS and HR is pointed to HR to all the columns and your marketing is pointed to marketing group. What we did, we dragged and dropped union transformation and then we have created 3 groups. Okay. Because we have 3 different sources, we have created 3 groups and then we have given the connections and these are the output ports for you. If you want to change the name, you can change it here, but let's give the same name. Okay. And then now what you have to do, you have to connect this to this target transformation. Okay.
Yeah.
Now which one we need to connect? From here, can I connect?
No, output.
We have to connect from output because these are inputs. Okay. All these are inputs. From all these three, it will take it and it will push the data to output. From here, you can connect it to target. Clear?
Yeah.
So far clear with everything? What we have done? We have dragged and dropped the source, which is having the same structure. And then we will be connecting these sources to 3 different department files. Okay. 3 separate department files. One is marketing, one is HR, one is IS. Then we are doing union of that particular data. And how we are doing the union? We are selecting union here and then dropping it here in the designer area. Then your union transformation will come. Inside the union transformation, we are creating 3 different groups because we have 3 different files for marketing one, HR one, IS one. All right. Now we have created those 3 groups. We have connected the data for all those 3 groups. And then we are connecting the output to our target file. Okay. Clear so far? Any doubts?
No.
Let's come and save it. Now save it. Is it valid?
Yeah.
Now you have to go to workflow. Okay. Have to go
Yes.
to workflow and you have to create a session. How you can create the session?
The
New
top.
session. The top.
Where here?
Yes, second
Beside
one.
arrow mark.
Yeah. So what is the other way of creating a task? I have mentioned earlier.
Service. Go to task.
Go to tasks,
Create.
create. What is the next step?
We need to give the
We should
target.
give that.
We need to give the name. How we can give? We have to give this mapping name. Okay. How we can get the mapping name? Go to mappings, edit. Then you will get the mapping name. Okay. Just copy this mapping name. Control C. Then go here. We have to append it with S underscore and then Control V. Paste it. Then it will create a session. Now here we have to select the mapping. Where is the mapping for me?
Union.
From the down.
Here you have to select that. Okay. Now here you have it. Okay. Now let me just connect all of this so we don't be confused with others. So let me connect this one to this one to this one to this one to this. Okay. Now right click, arrange horizontal. Now everything will come. Okay. One more file is there here. This is update strategy. Let me connect this here. Okay. Now let's go to our mapping. Go here. Okay. Now go to source. What do you have to do here? It is a file. Okay. It is file reader. That's what it is saying. Now come down.
Training.
We are here. Where is our files? Where are the files available for us?
Source files training.
Source files. So inside this, we have training folder. So do we have the files here?
No.
Where the files are available inside the source files. So I can go ahead with this one only because it is pointed to source files. Automatically, this directory will be pointed to source files. Okay.
Yeah.
Till now, we have everything in the training folder. That's the reason I'm giving training. But today, let's go ahead with putting the files in the source files only. So you need not to give anything here. Okay.
Yeah.
So now, to which one it has to connect now?
Marketing.
Marketing. So what do you have to give the name here?
Marketing dot.
Marketing. Marketing dot CSV. Okay. And what should be the file name for this one?
Human resources.
Human resources. Okay. Let me take this file and then let me copy paste this. Okay. Now let's go to this. What should be the file name here?
Information services.
Information services. Clear so far?
Yeah.
Now go to target file writer and come here. And what is there? No header. Okay. You have to create the output field
Head.
name as the header. And come here. This is the target files directory. So where let's go ahead and generate it in the target files only. Let's not go into training. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not going to training. Let's generate it in the target files only. What should be the file name for us?
Target department union.
Target department union file, right?
Yeah.
.txt. Okay.
Yeah.
.txt. Let's .txt. Okay.
Yeah.
Apply. Now, do we need to do anything in the union part?
No.
No. Okay. Now you have three sources, one target. You are combining the data by using union transformation, and then press Control S. It is saved and it is valid, right?
Yeah.
What we have to do? Let's go ahead
Start
and then start the task. Now see here what is happening. It is failed. Okay, it is failed. Why it is failing? Because the file is opened with me. The file is opened with me. Alright?
Yeah.
Now let me close this. It is failed. But your task is failed. But what your workflow is?
Succeed.
Succeeded. Right? Your workflow is succeeded. So whenever any task is failed, so when you are doing production support or when you are monitoring anything, everything will come like this. Then it will show as succeeded, right? Then you will understand like everything is successful in this batch, right?
Yeah.
So what should happen? If any task is failed, your workflow also should fail.
Yeah.
So for that, what you have to do is you have to go here, open the session, fail parent if task fails. Okay?
Yeah.
Fail parent if this task fails. That's what you have to enable. Okay? Now let's save it. Let's intentionally fail it. For that, what I need to do? I have to go to source files. I have to open one of the file. Right? If I open any of the file, what will happen? It will fail, right?
Yeah.
Now let's say here it is failed. Your workflow status is succeeded. Let me retrigger this. How can I do? Right click.
Start task.
Restart task. Now see here it is failed and your workflow status is also failed. Now even if it is coming in the minimized way, what you can understand? You can easily understand, okay, something is failed in this batch, right? Clear? Got it?
Yeah.
For this, what option you have to enable in your session?
Fail parent task if
Fail parent if this task fails. It will be available in the general tab. Okay. It will be available in the general tab. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let me close this file. What I have to do, I have to go to monitor and then restart the task. Now it is succeeded.
Yeah.
How many records are coming from here? From each and every source, you are getting, from one source, you are getting 10, from another one 10, another file is 6. So all of the files were loaded.
Yeah.
And nothing got rejected, right?
Yeah.
Now let's go and check the file. Where it is available?
From target files.
Go to info shade. Here you will be having target files. Okay. Refresh it. Okay. Date modified. Okay. Where is this target department date modified? Okay. This is the file you have created just now. Correct?
Yeah.
Let's open it and then see everything is coming as pipe delimited.
Yeah.
And just expand it. So you'll see the data properly here. This is how you will load the data from multiple files into a single file using union transformation. What we have done? We are selecting all the sources. We are giving three sources because we want to load the data from three different sources. We are unioning the data and then We are loading the data into a file. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's think like you have to load the data from multiple department files. For example, you have a store, you have so many branches, you're getting the data from all those branches in the same format. You have to load the data for all those branches. So for example, if you have 10 branches, now what do you need to do?
Router.
What do you need to do?
Router transformation we need.
A router transformation is for what? What is the use of router transformation?
We can connect multiple files.
No, router transformation is to filter the data or to group the data into different sets. Earlier, we have used router transformation here for generating the different department files, right? You go here, we have router. Where is the router? This is the one. Here, what we have done? We have generated different departments here, right? We have generated one is DC, HR, and then F&M departments we have created. Here, what we are doing? We are getting the data from one file, which is having the data for multiple departments. So we want to separate out the data for each department. That means we are separating it out. One set is there. From that set, I'm generating 4 different sets of data, and that too by department wise. So that means for one department, one group, another department, another group, third department, third group. So it will go like that. So whenever you are having such type of requirement, whenever you want to divide the data into multiple sets, you will do here. You will go with the router. Whereas with union, what you are doing, it is reverse. You are having multiple sets and you want to combine that data into a single unit. See, if you see, it is reverse, right? So here you have multiple sources, only one target. If you go to your router, you have single source, multiple targets. So what your router is doing?
Creating separate.
It is also, yeah, it is creating subset of your data. Here in union, it is creating superset of your data. Right? It is combining all of this data into single set. Whereas in your router, it is dividing the data into multiple sets. It's a kind of reverse, right?
Yeah.
Now I have 10 departments. I want to combine the data from all those 10 departments into one file. What I need to do? Now here you are combining the data from 3 different sources. If I have to combine the data from 10 different sources,
We should use union only.
We should use union only. So what should be the approach? How should I do? Now for 3, how many sources you have?
3 sources.
Now for 10, how many you need to have?
10 sources.
10.
So you need to have the 10 sources because 10 are different files, right? If those are storing in one file, you can go with one source only. But each and every file, if you go to your session, one source can point to, for example, this source is there. It can point to only one file, right? It can point to only one file. You can't give it like where you can point to marketing, point to HR, and point to IS. You can't give it like this, right? Because you don't have the file name like that. It won't refer because file here it is referring to the file name. You can't give comma separated things. Okay.
Yeah.
Clear? Now, if you want to read the data from 10 different files,
10 sources.
10 sources you need to have, and from all of that you have to do the union. Okay. Now, instead of that, is there any other option? Instead of that, do we have any other option? Okay, I lost the union part. So what we are doing, combining the data from multiple files. Our requirement is combine the data from 3 different departments into a file. Now, new requirement, this, how to achieve this? What we did, 3 sources, Okay. Create 3 sources, right? Link them to union and then link it to target, correct? That's what we did, right? So far here,
Yes.
we have created 3 sources, this.